This is Scarlett Fox reporting here with head volleyball coach Stephen McRoberts. Coach, this win in Fayetteville last weekend secures your second winning season in your second year coaching here. What has been the leading factor in your success?
Well, I think, we have a group that's bought in, and, these young ladies just work so hard. And, anytime, like a person in my position as a head coach, they make me look good. So I'm just a small part in what's going on. We've Ronaldo and Angela do such a good job training our student athletes, and then, like I said, our young ladies on our team are just working really hard to get better every day, and it's showing. I think we've had 2 to 3 weeks of really good practices, and maybe just a little bit of even a mindset change, and it paid off on Sunday against Arkansas.
Well, that 2 to 3 weeks of practice have certainly shown. Last time we were here, we talked about needing to rely more on your outsides. Kate Gibson and Lexi Thompson had great performances, including your two middles, Nikita Clare and Ty Laporte. What changes have been made to make those players at the net more effective?
Well, and we've challenged all of our hitters just to be more aggressive, and the only way that we feel like we're going to get better is just putting our foot down on the pedal, and we can always back off a little bit if we need to. Both Kate and Lexi had success early in the Arkansas match, and it just gave them confidence. And then when you look at our attack and how balanced it was, with a player, Ty had 17 kills, Nikita 16, and both of our outsides having 15. And then you look at Arkansas stats, and they had one player, I think, with 35 kills, and then their next closest, I think, was 13. So a balanced attack is what we're going to have. And so the challenge to our pin players has always been to just be aggressive.
It looks like along with the balanced attack, you've added a little bit more depth into your offense. You've utilized Kate Gibson in the back with her jump serve. How exactly has she continued to help you guys in the back that way?
Well, it gives us another option, and she's become more confident in her jump serve. And then definitely against Arkansas, we had put in our plan to, if we got stuck in two-hitter phase, that we would use her more in the back row. And she was more prepared, I think, mentally for that on Sunday. And then you saw her get 2 or 3 big kills for us in some big moments. So hopefully that can continue too, because when we can keep attackers all over the floor, it just makes us better.
You guys are also one game away from 4th place in the SEC with 2 tough matchups coming up. What have you done to get these girls mentally prepared for this big weekend?
Well, we're just doing what we've done the last 2 to 3 weeks. We're watching a lot of film and watching more film with them and having them more engaged in film sessions. And then what they're doing a really good job of behind the scenes is that they're getting together and talking about it after we watch it. So when we come in before the match and we start asking them questions, they know. And we have multiple players that know what's going on the other side of the net. And even though most of our focus is on us and how we can get better, because we know if we don't play the way that we're capable of playing, it doesn't matter what the other side's doing. So we've been watching film, and then putting an emphasis on our defense, which needs to keep improving. And then, as we've already talked about, being aggressive on offense. And that all starts with our first contact.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck to you guys tonight.
Thank you.